I'm Stephanie Heffer, and I'm the chair of the Hot Springs Village Community Foundation. I joined the foundation, I guess, about 9 years ago, and I knew about it, but I hadn't been actively engaged with the foundation. But I had very, very good close friends, people that I respect and trust, and they said, "Hey, this is made for you. You need to be a part of this." And they invited me to join the board, and that's how I got there. And it's the one organization committee that I do love and I want to stay a part of. So I don't know how you guys got there, but that was my story.
Okay.
My name is Sherry Thiel. I'm the executive director of the Hot Springs Village Community Foundation. I was sitting at home, and I have a niece that lives here in the village, and she kept texting me going, "You need to put in for this job." And being retired from a company for 30 years, I really wasn't looking to do anything else. And she went on all day long, and I said, fine. So I hadn't done a resume for 30 years, so I put a resume together, and the lady called me about 30 minutes later, "Can you interview on Monday?" Which I did, and I met these lovely people, and it's probably the best thing that I have found out about in the village. And let me just say that the board of these people are the hardest working board of any of the affiliates in the state of Arkansas. I'll put them up against anybody.
And I'm Keith Keck. I'm the vice chairman of the Community Foundation. I've been affiliated with the Community Foundation through the Veterans Memorial Foundation and the Animal Welfare League for many years in contributing, but it was to the point where once I gave up some of my duties, of outside duties in the political world, it was time to come on board for the Community Foundation and serve on the board. And I see the whole variety of good that we do for the community here, whether it's from the food security, from its literacy, to its helping with all the different aspects that we have in and outside the village in Garland and Saline County.
You know, I think one of the beautiful things about the foundation is you do not have to be a wealthy person to be involved. I mean, if you have $20 extra and you have a passion for animals, we have an endowment for that. You can put that to that. We have the opportunity to leave money when you have a friend or a neighbor who passes away in their memoriam. So it is not about wealthy philanthropic things. This is about people helping people.
Right.
And, and whether you are a member, a corporate member, you have started your own endowment, you're contributing to an existing endowment, you do want to have that long lasting in perpetuity gift through legacy giving and be a member of our Diamond Society. There's just so many different ways
this is our
to
home.
be involved.
This is our home now.
Yeah.
We've all moved here from other places.
Yeah.
Let's take care of our village.
Yeah.
And I think, too, the fact that we're with the Arkansas Community Foundation, those funds are able to now grow.
Yes.
Yes.
Instead of just being a solid number, those are able to grow, over the years. So that's also a big benefit.
Yeah, it really is. It's just, there's just so many different ways. And I think the word, philanthropy or being philanthropic comes with it this notion that you have to be the Walton family or a Rockefeller. It's not that,
It's all
you
those
and
little
me
pieces you put it together.
That's right.
And we've grown into a large organization now, and we want to continue to grow.
Yeah, just, dollars at a time, not $1 million at a time, but $100 at a time, $50 at a time.
And I think probably the epitome of the year for me was when we were able to go to the fire department and we handed them a $15,000 check, which was our largest grant that we have ever given out in our history. And to see the guys get very excited about the volunteer firefighters that, you can now equip them with the gear that they need to go fight, a fire, which, it kind of makes you sad if you think about them going and trying to help and not have the appropriate equipment. So that was a great day.
And I think another great grant that we made this year was to the SCAT folks.
Yeah.
They needed vehicles, and here we are, had the capability of providing them money so they could get 2 new vehicles.
Yeah, that was a great one. I agree with you. That was amazing.
So.
I think always the Imagination Library we support and have for years, and that's just such a impactful group because they give books to kids. I mean, I think their goal is to make sure every single child has access to books and can read and knows what that means. So I just think anything that we do with the Village or the Imagination Library of Saline and Garland counties is really just it's an awesome day.
And I think we will continue to have the challenges because as our village ages, we forget about the people inside the village. We've been so kind of focused outside the village, But now we're coming more internal to the village and helping out the organizations as well as helping out the individual people.
So we also have a lot of fun. I mean, we have the concert, we have casino night, which is a lot of fun because people are trying to outbid each other on very nice things.
Right.
So that's a lot of fun. So there's other ways for people to get involved. You can be a volunteer. We have board meetings. We have committee meetings. So if you just have a passion for being a volunteer, or you've been retired and you're tired of sitting at home watching The Young and the Restless, you can actually come and be a part of the community foundation through a volunteer.
Yeah, I agree. There is ample opportunity. You don't have to have a ton of time. If you have a little time, we'd love to take a little bit of your time. Doesn't have to be a long commitment.
Your best traits.
Yes.
If you don't like going asking someone for money, maybe that's not something you want to be part of. But there's other things you can do for the community foundation,
That's right.
and that's the biggest thing. Some have talents in other areas.
That's right.
Yeah. I think the other thing that is so profound about the Hot Springs Village Community Foundation is with this next generation, the people that are coming up, they are so committed to giving back. You know, that is what drives them. It's not so much about the workforce and the job, but what do they get out of it beyond just the 9 to 5, you know, like does their company give them an opportunity to volunteer in their community? And I know I work for a company, Arvest Bank, that it's the pillar of what we do. I mean, we pride ourselves on giving back, and it makes us a great company. And I know many other companies are the same. You know, I know State Farm,
that's what,
Remax, Nicholas Clara's company. I mean,
all those companies that are giving back to the community, because that's important to us and to the next generation. You just want to not just take from
that's right.
the community.
And they become role models for the next generation, and that's important. So become a member.
Become a sponsor.
Support an endowment or start an endowment.
There's a million ways for you to be a part of the Hot Springs Village Community Foundation. If there's a will, there's a way, and we are committed to helping you find that way.